Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
We're north. All right, folks. Good morning. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here, coming to you live this Monday morning, September the 12th. And hope you had a great weekend and hope have a great week coming up. Let's get with our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center. Really comfortable, 66 degrees right here in Panama City. Up in Mariana, 64. Down in Apalachicola, 68. And over in Grayton Beach is already at 69 degrees. So the high today be right at 90 here on the coast, and low tonight right at 70, about where we are now. Water temperature is at 84 degrees. Boating forecast, winds out of the north, switching to the southwest at 5 to 10, seas 1 to 2, and a smooth to a light chop on protected waters. Take a look at our river readings here. Apalachicola, I was just telling Alan Courtney there, it's the same that it has been all summer long. Just flat line there is reading a .5 at Bluntstown. And Choctahatchee did move up a couple days ago with the rain Thursday and Friday. It's going back down now. It's right at 1 foot. And it has some movement in it anyway, so that is good. Now we'll get ready to look at our car burning marine specialist tide chart. The big thing today, we're in those neap tides, not getting a lot of tidal movement. Taking a look on the 12th of September, today and tomorrow, not a lot of tidal movement, but looking for the weekend, we've got some great tides coming up for the weekend, so just keep that in mind. Brought to us by Carl Vernon. Okay, now every Monday, we like to call the beach pier and get a good report there. And I've already talked to Carrie. He's on the phone. Good morning, Carrie.
Good morning.
Well, I think you got a good report.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, this is brought to us by Bug Away Pest Control. Now, Rick Russell at Panama City Beach. Give him a call, and appreciate Rick sponsoring this spot. Go ahead, Carrie.
Well, they did good on the Pompano this weekend, and caught a good many. There's a few flounders showing up. They've been small. Most of them throwbacks right now, but they're coming. They won't be long. And a lot of cigar minnows out there, and they're catching Spanish mackerel on a regular basis, which is good. They hadn't been doing that much all summer, but now they're catching them pretty regular. And
what time of day they've been catching them?
Here and there, not very many lately.
What time of the day they've been catching them?
Early in the morning, late in the evening.
Okay, that's a great report here about the Pompano starting to show up now. I felt like once that storm came through and got things stirred up and all, that's what would happen.
I think it helped bring them in,
Yeah.
Brought them up this way.
Well, that is good. So I know you're gonna have some of our viewers coming up there trying to catch them with Pompano and flounder this week.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, Carrie, thank you so much.
Come see us.
Great report out there, Panama City Beach Pier. Pompano, flounder, and Spanish been caught this weekend, so you get a chance to get out there and take advantage of it. Let's take our first break, and we'll be right back.
Panama City living is simply better without glasses. The Eye Center of North Florida offers the most advanced cataract surgery using lifestyle lens implants, which allow you to see all distances glasses-free. Our surgeons perform this quick and painless procedure at our accredited surgery center. When it comes to your vision, trust your local experts in surgical eye care. The Eye Center of North Florida.
9 doctors, 1 vision, yours.
Flag with Professional Fiberglass Marine Service. We offer all types of boat repair, fiberglass work, bottom painting, detailing, buffing. If your gel coat's looking dull, we can get that boat looking good for you again. We also offer a pickup and delivery service, and we have trailers that you can use if we are going to work on your boat, and we can come and get your boat for you. We can be reached at 850-960-9054, or you can reach us on the web at profiberglassmarine.com.
Hi, welcome to the Panama City campus of Florida State University.
Did you know that the #1 industry in the state of Florida is tourism? People come to Florida to play, and it's the job of professional recreators to create those opportunities so that people can come out and play.
If you want to learn about recreation, tourism, and special events, check us out.
Bill Kramer's Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC is Panama City's exclusive full-line dealership. built on a 45-year foundation of trust and total customer satisfaction in all departments, including our huge pre-owned department, where we'll pay top dollar for your current automobile as a trade-in, or we'll place your vehicle on our lot and help you sell it. At Bill Kramer Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. 4 decades, 3 generations, 1 tradition.
All right, welcome back. Good morning, Alan Courtney.
Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Around the tournament trail, always coming in and talking about. We got so much to talk about. Let's just get started, Alan. I know you've been busy, and so let's get started. So we'll cover all this.
All right, we'll start out with the August tournament results from around the area, from the river to Seminole to Talquin, and the clubs and the monthly trail. So we'll start out with the first picture.
Who's this one right here?
That's the Telogia Creek Bass Club, and they were fishing at a short road landing at Apalachicola River. That's Brad and Chris Kincaid had 16.2 pounds.
All right.
So
that's a nice looking. Is that Telogia Creek? Or?
Yep, that's the Telogia Creek Bass Club.
Yeah.
So
looks like some of my kin folks. All right.
The next one is Bay County Bass Club. We had our tournament in August at End of the Road Landing, and that's Richard Eldridge. He had 10.62 pounds, and he said he caught every one of those in the Brothers River fishing deep with a lizard. So just fishing slow
out
and
of Brothers River with a lizard.
Yeah, just fished really slow right off the bank where it drops off into the deeper water.
Yeah.
So next is Seminole Bass Masters, fishing Lake Seminole, and that is Donald Cutchins. That's a good stringer, 16.35 pounds. Dog days of summer are here, and so that's a really good stringer for this time of the year. Most of all the weights are down.
Yes, it is. Good stringer there. All right.
We have Lunkers Bass Club, and they were fishing at Bryant's Landing in Apalachicola River. David Fisher had 8.43 pounds.
Nice.
He only had 4 fish, and won the tournament. That's just how tough it is right now.
Wow. Wow.
And there is Mr. James Grant with Gulf Coast Bass Anglers, and they were out of Howard's Creek. And that's in the Apalachicola River, and he had 7.75 pounds, 5 fish. So once again, it's just proof of how tough it is out there right now.
Wow!
This will be the team trails, and this will be the Deer Point Team Trail. And Wayne Gay and Darren Ribbon. I think they had, I didn't write it down, somewhere about 12 or 13 pounds, which is a good stringer. Here lately, I think they've won the last 2 or 3 at Deer Point, so they've got Deer Point down pretty good.
That's High Point Landing up there, right?
Out of High Point Landing.
Yeah,
and our next one will be the Classic. So you had to make the Classic, by fishing so many throughout the area.
Now, where'd this come from?
Yeah, that's not a bass, is it? That's the Thursday night redfish trail they've got going on at Carvery Park.
All right.
And that ended this past, for anybody that's going to it or interested in it. It ended this past Thursday night. It starts getting dark too soon, so they went ahead and said, okay, this was the last one for this season.
That's a nice one.
But that was Matt Showen. I probably butchered that. 6.1 pounds.
That'll win the tournament.
And then that was second place that night, which is Fred Myers.
They let Fred Myers fish?
Yeah. I guess I'm assuming that's his wife or girlfriend. 5.6 pounds.
All right.
So then we got our Tuesday night shootouts, and that is also over with for the season. It's starting to get dark too early. That's Steve Nicewonder and Kyle Pridgeon with 7.62 pounds.
All right.
Because we had 2 last month, and so this would have been the first one.
Yeah, I know those
the next
boys.
one's coming up. The same 2 guys won both of them last month. Steve Nicewonder and Kyle Pridgeon with 8.34 pounds.
All right.
So.
And then one or 2 more?
Yep. Every Thursday night at High Point, they have what they call a big bass battle. Just bring in 1 fish.
Yeah.
And it's good to see. This is Christian Cohen and Dalen Pitts with a 4.15 pounder. These guys are like 15 years old.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah, and he's got his own boat. His father actually brings the boat up there to the landing for him, and puts it in, and then goes home and comes back and picks them up when it's time to weigh in. That's just a neat thing to do.
That is cool. That is cool. And the last picture here.
And that's one of the other big bass battles with Kalen Creel and Blake Raymer with a 3.25 pounder. So
wow. So
that's pretty much it for last month.
So overall, it's been pretty tough though this past month.
It has. It really has. The dog days of summer. You can go out there and some people always are going to catch them. There's a certain few that are always on them, just like Seminole this past weekend. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But for the most part, it's tough. In that Bay County Bass Club, I came in 3rd last month. I think I had 5 bites in 9 hours, you know, and put 8 pounds of fish in the boat, and that's tough fishing.
5 bites.
5 bites in 9 hours.
That takes a lot of patience.
It does. It takes a lot of patience. But you know, that's all you're after is 5 bites, you know, in this time, and hopefully you get the right bites, you know.
Yeah.
So,
if you land all of them.
Mm-hmm. So.
Okay.
But yeah, it's tough. You ain't gonna catch them if you don't get out there and try.
Well, everybody sort of just slowed down and sort of just slowed the fishing down, and then just because of the water temperature and not fishing.
Yeah, that one I was just talking about, we put into the road. I ran to Dead Lakes, and they were biting pretty good. I think I probably caught 10 or 12 in the first hour, but only 2 of them were 12-inch keepers. Yeah. Then I got out on the Chipola River and where I told you guys last month about taking that heavy weight and flipping. And I did that for the next 8 hours and caught, I think, 4 more in 8 hours. Just flipping every little bush that I could come to backing down the Chipola River. You know, and a couple were 3 pounds, 2.5 pounds. So it ended up paying off. But it's I don't want to say it's a whole lot of fun, but it's tough. But it's what you got to do. What you got to do.
All right, we're going to take a break. We got a lot more stuff to show you. Be right back.
Hey everybody, this is Brad Stevens coming to you from Sunjammers Water Sports on Highway 79. You know us for your fishing kayaks and all your sailing needs. What you may not know is that we stock a full line of inshore and offshore tackle, specializing in the Captain Joe fish-on lures. We stock his grouper baits, his SS minnows, his shredders, along with all of your gulp baits, Joe jigs, the edge hook, your U-Pro rods, and live bait. Come see us at Sunjammers Water Sports, 315 North Highway 79.
Come on down to Blue Water Outrigger, where you'll always find friendly service, fresh and saltwater fishing rods, top of the line men's and women's apparel. Don't forget to pick up your live baits and let us help you with all your outdoor needs. Check out our wide selection of top quality reels and hunting necessities and everything in between. Come see us or order online. We'll be waiting for you right next door to Piggly Wiggly, Port St. Joe.
Panama City Beach is known as one of the top dive destinations in Florida. Divers Den offers daily dive charters that can accommodate up to 13 divers. Our boat captain is U.S. Coast Guard certified and a PADI dive instructor. We have trained professionals who offer a variety of scuba certifications. Come see us at our 2 locations on Thomas Drive and Tyndall Parkway.
Captain's Cove Marina, designed with fishermen in mind. Easy access to the best fishing along Florida's forgotten coast. Deep sea fishing, fly fishing from a kayak, cruising endless miles of bayous, bays, and the intercoastal waterway. Count on the captain's crew to work hard to make your day on the water the best ever. Captain's Cove Marina, 1617 Grouper Avenue, Port St. Joe, 850-227-3357.
Okay, welcome back. Glad you're with us this morning. Let's start this segment off by saying I want to say happy birthday. This past weekend I didn't get to do much. I had a funeral Saturday and a great birthday party yesterday afternoon down at Port St. Joe. Captain Dave Maddox for his 90th birthday, folks. This is great. This Captain Dave, he's dad's from St. Joe, retired bar pilot. He had an opportunity when he was a teenager in World War II when a lumber ship actually got shot by the sank by the German subs. He actually saw it happen. He was sitting on the dock and saw the flames and all, and he and his buddy jumped in the boat and went out there and rescued some of those guys. So talking about history and all, and plus he's such a civic-minded. You know, now when we want ball fields done, we try to get a grant for this and grant for that. Back in the day, in the 60s and all, St. Joe needed a football field. He and his buddy just got some heavy equipment, had some dirt hauled in, and built the field. Just did it. You know, he's part of the greatest generation, and I just have a world of respect for Captain Dave Maddox. Had a great visit and had a huge birthday. People had waiting in line to see him and all at his house.
Today with regulations, you wouldn't be able to just get out there and do it, would you?
That's right. But back in those days, they just rolled the sleeve up and went to work. And it was a good party, a lot of camaraderie, and it just warm. Just in a small town, a true America, small town America birthday party. I just really enjoyed it.
90 still going strong.
90 years old, still going strong, looking good, and gives all the credit to his wife for just keeping him headed in the right direction.
Smart guy, give him the credit.
Okay, yeah, that is. Now let's get looking at some tournaments we got coming up. I know we got all kinds of stuff coming up in the fall. This weekend is a
that one is this Saturday coming up. It's
30 years they've been doing this.
30th annual Dosey Memorial Bass Tournament.
That tells you the importance of it.
It's been going on a long time, and it's a good turnout. They usually have probably, I'm going to guess, 60 to 80 boats this weekend, and that's really good. You know, especially in this economy. And it's out of White City. It's too late to go ahead and send your entry forms in by mail, so you can just show up that morning. It's a $100 entry fee per boat, plus the big fish, I think, is $10, maybe $20. But and if they have 100 boats, they'll pay back $3,000 for first. But even if they don't, it's kind of prorated backwards. So I'm going to guess about $2,000 for first if they have 70 or 80 boats. But don't hold me to it. But they'll
weigh-ins at 3 o'clock.
Weigh-ins at 3. Safe daylight is takeoff. So you need to be there, at 4 in the morning, to pay and get, and get in line, get your boat in the water. It takes a while when you have 60 or 80 boats to get everybody put in. So
it does.
Yep. And,
all right, and then this got a big one coming up. In October. What's that big one now? We're talking about that big prize of $10,000. That's going to bring them down.
Yep, $10,000 first place on this one. Gulf County Sheriff's Office is putting on this tournament, the second annual one, and they've been advertising this one about a month, and they just started this past Friday taking entry forms. And I think it's Chris Buchanan is one I've been talking to. He said when they opened their office Friday morning, there was people waiting, some from Pensacola, some from Milton, that had drove over to go ahead and instead of printing it off their website and filling it out and faxing it in, they were there to fill it out and on the spot. So
well, they're going to limit it to 200 boats.
200 boats, and they probably get it. They probably will.
And I know this is a 2-day tournament?
2-day, October 15th and 16th.
Okay.
And I think we've got you're going to be there the final day. He's going to be our weighmaster. And
I'm going to be the weighmaster and General Flunky, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited because I've been to it before, and it's just a lot of excitement now, especially with that kind of money those guys bringing in these.
That's an awful lot of money.
We're going to have the camera rolling.
Good. We look forward to seeing you there. But you can go to my website, and at the bottom of the page, you'll see a little logo like you showed on the screen a second ago. Just click on that. And they have made their own site that it will take you to, and then you can fill it. You can download the form from there and fax it to them. Do whatever you need to get in this thing. So it's going to be a good one. So y'all show up and support it. So,
all right. What any other tournaments coming up that we need to know about right away?
October the 8th and 9th is a 2-day one at out of Earl May Boat Basin in Bainbridge, and that's $10,000 first place as well, and it's on my site as well. So.
Okay. All right, good deal.
There's some good ones coming up, but some of those pretty tough right now, so it may not take a whole lot to win that $10,000 there. So,
that's
Well, the river's the same way. It's just tough right now for the most part. Somebody's always going to catch them, but to get into the money, I just don't think it'll take a whole lot. To win the $10,000 probably will. So, but
good deal.
You're not going to have a chance to win it if you're not there. I'll be there.
Well, we'll be there too. Looking forward to it. Now, you said you had some decals and all. You were going to before that, though, we need to start giving. We need to give something away, don't we?
Oh yeah, we can go ahead and show them this.
Yeah, let's show them what we're going to give away. Alan's good about bringing stuff to give away. Now this is oil. Tell us about this Mercury Optimax.
It's made for Optimaxes. It's DFI. It's a special blend that they've made just for an Optimax outboard. Now,
this is about $35.
$30 to $35, depending on when you get it, per a gallon of oil. So,
now, if you want to win this, we're going to give away in a minute. You have anything else on this segment, or you want to get into the decals? We got.
You had time to show some of these strange lures.
I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead. We'll try to. Let's go ahead and give this away. Take a break and come back. We got some decals to show you. We got some really some strange lures, and plus we got the pictures of that Chipley kids fishing day Saturday. So let's. Here's my number here: 819-5548. If you call me during the break, the first one I'm going to take the first caller during the break on this oil that Alan brought for us. Okay, good job, Alan. Let's take this break, and we'll be right back for a real long segment.
Sunrise to sunset. A walk through nature takes you on a journey of Florida's Emerald Coast. You'll encounter the wildlife, birds, lighthouses, indigenous to the beautiful land and seascapes of Florida. Set to the sounds of nature and enhanced with easy listening music. Only $14.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling. NatureWalkDVD.com or send check or money order to the address on the screen. A walk through nature. Visually stunning.
The greatest investment we can all make is in the lives of our children and grandchildren.
To help you invest for retirement, handle your IRA rollover, protect your family with life or long-term care insurance, Call my dad for an appointment at his new office on Wilson Avenue behind Lowe's. And he'll give you a copy of his most recent book, 7 Steps to Serious Money. For free! Walter Woodrick, your serious money advisor!
It's Kubota Summertime Deal Days right now at Soul Tractor, and that means Kubota finance offers are heating up.
Right now, we have long-term finance rates for qualified buyers. We have the deals you've been waiting for on the new Kubota Grandale 40.
Come take a look at the new Kubota Grandale Series tractors today.
Hurry to Soul Tractors Kubota Summertime Deal Days and get your best deal on a new Kubota today while the sun shines.
My name's Captain Rick Corley. I'm a SAMS accredited Marine Surveyor, NAM certified Marine Surveyor, and IAME certified Marine Investigator. Been surveying since 1969. Was taught by my father, who is the oldest, longest practicing Marine Surveyor in the world. We do all types of survey, commercial or pleasure. Steel, aluminum, fiberglass, wood, makes no difference. Give us a call at 850-527-5287 or visit us online. We'd appreciate your business.
Now, welcome back. Let's get started with our Express Lane Fishing Game Forecast for today. But before we do that, let's congratulate our winner, Freddie McNeil, won this from Southport, won this oil right here. So good job, Freddie. And I had a lot of calls on it. I just took that first one. Okay, our Express Lane Fishing Game Forecast. We're looking at 1:15 to 3:15 this morning, but this afternoon, 12:25 to 2:25. Brought to us by Express Lane, American owned and American operated. I know this past Saturday was a big kids fishing day up there in Chipley. I know you guys do a lot of stuff with kids and all. So anytime we get kids out fishing and all, this was sponsored by the Orange Hill Soil and Water Conservation District, and my good friend John McMurray covered it for us and took some pictures and sent them in. So we're just going to go through these pictures, and we don't have a lot of names here, but we had a lot of kids that were fishing, and we'll just go one after the other. Look at there, a dad and a daughter. Look at this fish. Look at this fish right here. Okay, the kids' fish day was well attended, and the guests enjoyed the hamburgers and hot dogs served for lunch. Orange Hill Soil and Water Conservation District they want to just thank all those that attended and the guest sponsors who made the day possible. And it brought, of course, look at that. That's a classic scene right there, isn't it, Alan?
Yes, it is.
Well attended. Look at all the folks there. The Orange Hill Soil and Water Conservation District, and now I know some of them came from right here. We'd been in line right there with them. And the last picture here. All right, great way to get kids started.
It is.
And really want to encourage communities and clubs and organizations to do things like that. That's great. I know y'all do it too. So
yeah, we have two different ones. I'm in two different clubs, and both of those clubs are affiliated with the federation, and you have to put on one per year to do that. But it's not that we don't do it because we have to. It's just once you do it, it's really rewarding, you know. And
we love for young people to get started, and we're always talking about that. But also, and I'm gonna cover this tomorrow. I don't have time today. We like for these older people to do it too. And tomorrow I got a picture and a story about a lady who turned 84, and what she wanted for her birthday was her family to take her scalloping. And so we have that story tomorrow and a picture.
Well, I've told you my dad's 80, and he's got his own Triton bass boat and fishes tournaments, you know. And I'll just be thrilled if I can make it to 80 and still have my own
isn't that wonderful? Okay,
no doubt about it, you know. And when you mentioned that kids, Bay County Bass Club this past month is going to start I'm not sure the exact name of it, but it's going to be the Federation Nation Kids Club. What it is kids from 15 to 18 years old. We're going to have their own club. They'll go fishing once a quarter, and they'll do just like we do. They'll qualify to go to the regionals and to the nationals and keep on going. So, so if you have anybody out there, that from 15 to 18 that wants to fish a trail like that, and if they don't have a boat or the parents don't have a boat, then we will take them fishing. It'll just be like their own. It'll be one a quarter, to start with for a year.
I'm glad you brought up that age group. I want to say this about that. I spent my whole life working with young people, and I call that sort of the tweener, 15 and 18. That's where a lot of kids fall through the crack right there. Because we spend a lot of time with the younger kids like this right here, and we need to do a lot of time. But then when they're a little bit older, you know, they're on their own. But 15 and 18, that's a critical age for a young person. So doing something like that would be commendable.
Like I said, it thrilled me on the Tuesday night tournaments. We do have a lot of 15, 16-year-old kids that come up there, you know, and fish and take our money, you know. And I'm glad to see them there. I really am. So
it is neat.
Yep, they could be doing a lot worse things.
All right, now we got some decals or some old. We got two different subjects to cover, and probably not enough time to cover one. So we got some old decals and some trick decals. I mean, some decals and some old lures. So which one?
It doesn't matter.
Let's look at these decals.
Okay. Well, I have a little business called Image Graphics.
Okay, we'll just put some up. Jeff, we might can get these in here. Jeff's good on that camera over there.
Yeah.
These are just decals. Your little business does this stuff.
Yeah, I have a side business called Image Graphics. It's graphics is GRAFX. ImageGraphics.net. You can go to that, and I do.
You customize the decal however they want it.
Yeah, I design that and then print it out. That's actually, you know, a peel-off, stick-off
Bay County Bass Club there. Now, this is the, you work out of the Navy system.
I do a lot of decals for the Navy base.
All right.
And different things.
That's really nice right there. And then explosive ordnance, Navy's explosive ordnance disposal.
We'll just run through a few of these pictures.
Okay.
This is some graphics on the side of an automobile that kind of blended in there to show.
Oh yeah, you can put it on the whole side.
Yeah, that's on the side of, and here's a little saltwater skiff boat that I did.
So you do the boat routes. So
yeah.
Now how can they get a hold of you, Alan?
They can go to imagegraphics.net and have my contact information there.
Okay.
Here's an interesting one where I used to have before somebody decided to hit me and total it, I had my Titan looked like it was a hole in the side. That's the side of the door. That's actually me sitting inside the truck driving it. You know.
Oh, that's cool.
That may have been why I had to wreck. People, you know, looking at that and stuff like
that. It may have been.
You know, it hit me. But the banners, decals. You know, if you need anything, just give me.
Just hold that one up.
Oh, this is one I just recently did for a guy who was going to do like a lifeguard chair at Pier Park and wanted the decals to put on the side of the lifeguard chair. So any size, any shape, we can design them for you, print them, cut them, the whole works. So
you're a man of many talents.
I just make it up as I go along, you know. Now I have to make them fishing money and golfing money here, you know. So,
I understand. And you're one of those guys that golf and fish, and it can't be done.
So that make me. Those are kind of like lion sports, aren't they? So,
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's not good, is it?
I want to say a special good morning to Teresa up there in Fountain. We're talking. She called me Friday afternoon and wanted to know about when boat season all open. And she thought her husband thought it was this past weekend, but it doesn't. It opened in Georgia this past weekend. But tomorrow we're going to talk about all the dates, and I have Ronnie Groom on C&G, so we're going to talk about a lot about hunting. Today we had bass fishing, tomorrow hunting, and then Wednesday, Lieutenant Stan Kirkland will be on. So we got a great week lined up for you. Alan, thank you so much.
We through? All right.
We've run out of time, buddy.
Okay.
Listen, you folks, you have a great day today. Do something good for somebody. Make the outdoors part of your world. God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.